Hey, Gutfoxx here. So, tomorrow is the big day, the Sizzling Summer program. We'll talk about that, maybe some things to look at doing before that comes, some things to look at doing right when that launches, so that way you're best prepped for it. Let's go through what they revealed so far with that before we get into what I just talked about, what to do and everything. So they just revealed this one, about a half hour ago. What do you see here? It's really hard to picture it based off this. It kind of looks like a picture almost. I've seen in the comments anything from Vecna to Nolan Ryan. Like the big hints that we do have is that it does look like Forbes Field's back there with the trees, as we recall. Forbes Field looks like that with that awful batter's eye. There is no batter eye. So I did look it up, and Nolan Ryan did play a few games in Forbes Field. He broke in the league in '66. Forbes Field went away in '70. So he did start a couple games at Pittsburgh there. Nothing too remarkable, but it is a Takashi card. So it could be, anything really. Some people say it's gonna be a Pirates guy, so like an Honest Wagner type. Could be really neat. We also have Mazrowski was very famous playing there, since they don't have Honest Wagner never played at Forbes, if I recall. Well, actually, wait. Was Forbes 1903? Forbes might have been 1903. Forbes Field, 1909. So Honest Wagner did play at Forbes Field for a little bit there in Pittsburgh. Because Honest Wagner, how many years did he play at Forbes? He played he played about 8 years there. Played through 1917. So it could be any of them, right? Maz with the famous, Game 7 walk-off in the bottom of the ninth. One of the most famous home runs of all time, to walk off a World Series with a grand slam. Kind of a big deal in Game 7. So, anyways, that's something revealed so far. A few different guesses for who it could be for a Takashi card, because we know we're getting Stan the Man Takashi. By the way, this is going to make Takashi this promo, and not right away, but this is our collection for Babe, super cheap, right? Because as we know now, like I said, not right away. As we know, these program cards end up getting super cheap. We'll talk about program cards in a second and what you should do with the ones going away. But like, these cards right now, maybe not that one. Sorry. Let's take a look at Randy Johnson, 33K. So these things are going down. And with the new program, we're getting at least, was it 2 or 3 Takashi? Is it all Takashi cards? Yeah, we got 3 confirmed Takashi cards on their way. With this one being Rollie Fingers, and Rollie will probably end up being the #1 right-handed reliever in the game when he comes out. I actually don't know. I really haven't used the early Rollie. If they got him with the same cool delivery they had last year, they screwed him up and made him a generic delivery. I'll have to check that out for sure. But he's got a really nice combination of pitches here. So Rollie always comes out dominant, dang near end game, 96 relievers, since we don't get a ton of great relievers unless they change something this year. We got Granderson yesterday. It was nothing really to write home about, so don't care. Stan the Man should be pretty incredible against right-handed pitchers. Lefties, lefty. I can't hit it. Can you hit it? If you can hit it, maybe Stan's the man for you. But Stan, because we'll see obviously with Chris Sale coming out and whatnot, whether we continue to our lefty meta or if people keep going with more righties now that we got Yuri Perez, now that we have the 2 Bobs, Feller and Miller, with the right-handed side of the plate. So hopefully it's a Pirate to make the Pirates theme team just a little bit stronger. I would be okay with either Honest or Maz. I'd prefer Maz personally, because Honest always gets like a 99 overall card, since probably the greatest shortstop of all time in Major League Baseball history. I know some people are like, what about Jeter? Jeter's fine. Don't got nothing against them, but Honest is honest, man. Let's be honest. So yeah, a lot of things on their way from the new Sizzling Summer program. Kind of exciting. We'll see that probably revealed maybe later today when they give us the new information on who that ends up being. Oh wait, somebody just tweeted at me. Let's go ahead and take a look at this tweet. Best guess, Pirates legend pitcher Kent Tekulve? What? That was maybe I don't know. I've never heard that name. I was thinking it could potentially be oh man, who was it? Who's the guy that had the no hitter on drugs? I always forget his name. I always forget it off the top of my head. I'm just scrolling down the comment section. Maybe I'll just Google it for a second before we get into no hitter on drugs. Doc Ellis. There it is. Doc Ellis. Maybe it could be Doc Ellis. I don't know. So, anyways, did he play in 1970? I'll look up his career. Doc Ellis, because he was in the game a couple years ago. They lost his rights. Doc Ellis stats. Yeah. He started in 1968, so he did play a few years there at Forbes. It could be Doc Ellis. So let's go ahead and talk about what to do before the program ends. Now, I know a lot of people are excited about investments and stuff. The problem is, like, they really hate investments this year. So when we look at future stars, I bought a few of them just in case. I would take any profit, right? If you can buy these guys at 10K, literally quick sell value, the investment can't go tits up with the exception of, time locking your money for a few days or stubs, whatever it is. But like, if you just buy a few of these things at 10K, and then you guaranteed won't lose stubs, but there is a potential upside of these things going up to, what do you think, like 16, 18K that you could potentially sell off. Because these cards, if you look at like the overall filter, like, dude, like the highest overall right now on the front page are 95 overalls. So like, these things are incredible cards. Now, they're not as good as obviously like some of the other cards, like Michael Trout, still Michael freaking Trout, but I think they're really nice cards and potentially could go up with their supply evaporating, right? That's supply and demand. Supply goes away, demand will stay there. Depending on, people might not have gotten them right away. You don't get gifted them all, so people might like have some stubs free up and maybe want to try out a few of them. The ones that we basically rated as the best in the game when we did our rankings kind of showed themselves. Foskew's incredible. I really do like the Toglia card, switch hitting first baseman with really nice powers, a stud, especially on all-star difficulty. If people don't have, Frank Dunn, he's probably number 2 in the game for a first baseman. And then we have Bobby Miller. I love this Bobby Miller card. Probably, top 3, top 4 pitchers in the game, depending on where you rate them now. So Bobby Miller is right there too. People seem to love this card since he's got outlier, sinker, splitter, slider, curve. Great pitch mix, in my opinion. So overall, those are ones that we can see going up. Now, obviously, that the entire market could rise. So, like, if you want to spread out your investment, that's fine too. So those for people like extra stubs may want to invest in. I got a couple extra myself there. Then, remember it's double XP right now. So, like, whatever you got your program at, you probably want to grind out a little bit. Maybe get to one of the cooler packs here. We're at 641, it says. So, like, maybe you can look to, like, a goal here to get to. Like, there's nothing really too cool ahead of me. Big dog packs are kind of like whatever. Volp is down to 8K. So, big dog packs not that big of a deal. Basically, my grind is for nothing right here. I got kind of through all the neat stuff with the Always Intense pack at 600K. So, that's really, the grind is over for me there. So, it's kind of cool to get to a new program coming. We then have a potential live series crash, because when people start complaining about the prices, and I've seen a lot of complaints online of live series cards, especially the high-end ones. We see these ones like Trout's at 450, Ramirez 150, Ohtani, Judge, DeGrom, Acuna, Tatis. Like, all these cards are so crazy, right? I really hate that. I like a 9-1 BR run that I just retired because my 12 win was Buxton. And I was like, I'm not going to play 3 games against goon-coated goons for literally no rewards, because you got to go 12-0 to get the extra program points. So, like, I retired at 9-1 because, like, Buxton's not worth 3 games. I might as well just go with another run and try and get the 12-0. So hopefully they can increase, like, BR to, like, cards over 100K, or like maybe Buxton plus 50K, something like that, to make BR going for 12 wins worth it versus getting unlucky and getting one of these terrible over 90s. So regardless, we could potentially see a 90+ live series pack with the new program somewhere late in the program. We got one about this time last year. It was like early July-ish. If you look back at last year's graph, Mike Trout's price in early July went down. You can see that really affect the market with the 90+ pack at the end of the program. So I guess we'll see. That's all I got to say about that. We'll see with the program. So I personally wouldn't be in on these cards. I might just list this card now. I was hoping he was going to go back up a little bit, but I think I've run through my risk assessment on him. I should have sold him at 175, but I got a little greedy, hoping he'd go up a little bit after last roster change, but it did not happen. If anything, he went down. So that is that. I got lucky and pulled him from a pack, by the way. It was a free pack. Free packs glitched. That's what I want to talk about today. They do have a push the button stream. I don't know if you saw it on their account when I was scrolling through it, but they do have a push the button stream tomorrow at, let's go ahead and go over to their account. Tomorrow at at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. I'll, of course, be live over at twitch.tv/Gutfoxx for the Push the Button stream, and then I'll stream the new content when it's out. So check us out there. It's our second to last day streaming for the summer. So you can go ahead and tune in. Saturday's our last day, and then we'll be wrapping it up. We'll just be doing YouTube content from there on forward on MLB and Madden, of course. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be enjoyable. You know, not quite the swan song, but the second to last swan song for the summer. Unless I, get a little bored or something. Maybe I'll boot up some others. But no, it's the last one for the summer. We like to take a little bit of break before the new game comes out. So, anyways, that's it for this video. I'll see you tomorrow for that live stream. Maybe I'll do another YouTube video tomorrow morning. If they reveal anything. I wish they'd do these. Get rid of the push the button stream because they're not really revealing anything that we're not gonna see instantaneously after. I wish they'd do it the night before. Take a tip from EA on this. Do it the night before so we can get excited, seeing the stats, seeing everything, and then have the content go live the next day to kind of spread out the hype a little bit. But I don't know. They like their push the button live content shows. I personally think it's useless since it doesn't really reveal anything that we're not gonna see in a couple minutes after that, anyways. But whatever. That's their social media. They seem to be doing well with their game. Who am I to criticize, right? And that is it for the video. Please subscribe. If you don't, I will find you, hunt you down like a rabid dog, and love you.